As our application grows larger and larger, there will be a need for our components in the app to share data with each other. The notion of state management is to have a central location to store all the state or data in our application so that any component can easily access the data from this central location anytime and anywhere that they like. There's no need for us to do something what we call as prop drilling, which means to pass the data from one component to its child and to its grandchild, so on and so forth. For example, suppose we have 4 components here and we have a state called user that we declared in component 1. Now, component 4 requires this user state to work properly. Traditionally, to achieve this, we will need to pass this user state as a prop to component 2, component 3, and finally component 4. While this will not cause an issue, however, component 2 and 3 are not direct consumers of this user state. And that makes it a little bit shitty because we got to write extra code in component 2 and 3 to pass this data to component 4. How do we make it better then? Well, we can use state management. So we will create a central location and create our user state there and just get component 4 to read from the central store. That's it, problem solved. Now, while the notion of state management is fairly simple, however, the implementation might be a little bit complicated. Generally speaking, there are a few options for us to use state management in the React ecosystem. The first and the oldest solution is a library called Redux. It is a third-party library that has been used by big enterprises since the early days of React. The thing is, Redux is quite complicated and it might be intimidating for beginners. So after the success of Redux, the React team worked on the native solution to implement a state management system using React Hook out of the box. And it is something called the Context API so that the React user doesn't need to rely on the third-party solution like Redux anymore. In the next few lessons, we'll explore the Context API and apply it to our timer app. I'll see you there. Key takeaways for this lesson. State management is the notion of having a central location to store all the components' state. It eliminates the need of prop drilling and it makes it easier for components to share data. React supports state management natively through the Context API. That's it for now, and I'll see you again in the next video. If you would like to see more content, consider supporting us by becoming a member at my website, Acadea.io. It is similar to Patreon, but in return, you get a lot of premium tutorials and lessons. If you can't become a member, that's totally fine. We are just happy that you are here. We spend a lot of time and energy to produce high-quality videos for you. Feel free to check out our other videos on YouTube, and if you can leave a thumbs up, you will really make my day. If you subscribe, I would jump for joy, and I'll make more videos for you. Thanks for your support, and I'll see you next time.